Since I was 16 years old, so I, as you do as a young batter, I was just trying to use whatever gear I could get that were decent bats, and I switched around until I was probably 14, 15, and then 15 I started using Gunn Moore, and then 16 I got my first contract. As it was with GM, and I've stayed with them ever since. I think they supply tremendous bats, and never had any fault with any of the gear that they provide. For me it's nice to support an English-based bat maker, and also sort of an old school bat maker in Gunn Moore, and they've obviously served me well so far, and particularly at the start of my first class career, and hopefully they keep giving me some beauty bats, and hopefully I can keep getting some runs. So I've got I use a 2.9 bat. I've got the mana stickers this year, which obviously the blue and the electric orange. So obviously don't get too much to do with the design, but obviously if the bat looks good, you generally feel a bit better about yourself. So yeah, that's what I use, and I generally use 2.9 for my bats. I think it's probably the average weight, I reckon, for a professional cricket. It's not light, it's not heavy. It's in between. I mean, for me personally, I've changed my bat shape over the last couple of years. I've tweaked it. Gone down to the factory. I try to go down at least once a year before the start of the season to pick out a couple of bits of wood and speak with the bat makers down there. We've got Aid down there who's been picking out my wood certainly since I've been with GM. And so I just go down, tinker with my shape, go and get some kit, just make sure that I'm obviously happy going into the season. I find that by doing that and being confident in the gear that I've got at the start of the season, I have obviously no complaints to Gunn Moore, and I feel probably in a better place at the start of the season going in. Obviously the last couple of years, the rules and regulations regarding the safety and protective equipment has been massive. I mean, unfortunately for us in cricket, it was a huge eye-opener with obviously Phil Hughes that brought to light the maybe improvement that was needed in the helmet, and I think since that, not just Gunn Moore but everybody around the county circuit and international circuit has endeavoured to do their best to protect the players. And for me as a batsman particularly, it's you're facing the new ball bowlers, you're generally facing the fastest bowlers in their first spell when they're fresh. I think you need to have comfort in the gear that you're using, that if you do make a misjudgment in reading the ball as it comes down, that you're going to be safe if you get hit on the hand or in the thigh or in the head. And unfortunately, I've seen probably in the last few years before the regs, you see players who maybe didn't have the right protective equipment on being hit, and it does affect the cricket, and they probably don't have the confidence in the game due to that. But fortunately, I've always used regulated equipment, and I haven't been hit that I can remember recent times, and hopefully it doesn't happen. But I take confidence in knowing that the kit that I have is safe, and will prevent me from injury if needed.